Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about tone and mood. First thing we're going to do is we're going to watch this quick video for some details on tone and mood. You guys will take some notes and then we'll do some practice. So what is mood? Mood is the general atmosphere created by the author's words. It's the feeling the reader gets from reading those words. It may be the same or it may change from situation to situation. Here are some words that describe mood: fanciful, mysterious, gloomy, joyful, suspenseful. In the next 6 slides, try to guess the mood that the image creates. What is the mood? So watch out. Tone and mood are very similar. Tone is the author's attitude towards the writing, his characters, the situation, and the readers. A work of writing can have more than one tone. An example of tone could be both serious and humorous, similar to the Wednesday Wars. Tone is set by the setting, choice of vocabulary, and other details. You really have to look carefully at the words that the author uses in order to determine the tone. Words that describe tone: amused, playful, ironic, pompous, horror, matter of fact, serious, optimistic, witty. Bouncing through the door, Alara lit up the room with a joyous glow on her face as she told her parents of her exam scores. What I want for you to do is look and try to determine the tone and the mood of this passage. What you'll need to look for is particulars as far as what word choices did they make in order to convey the tone and in order to convey the mood. You'll see bouncing, highlighted, lit, and joyous glow. From highlighting these particular words, what tone and mood words can you determine that this passage conveys? She huddled in the corner, clutching her tattered blanket and shaking convulsively as she feverishly searched the room for the unknown dangers that awaited her. Look at the word choice and try to determine the tone and mood. Here you'll see huddled, clutching, tattered, shaking convulsively, feverishly searched, and unknown dangers as clue words for the mood and tone. Now, you write what the mood and tone is. Bursting through the door, the flustered mother screamed uncontrollably at the innocent teacher who gave her child an F. Look for the key words to determine what is the mood and the tone. Highlighted is bursting, flustered, and screamed uncontrollably. What do you think the mood and the tone words are? He cautiously glanced back as he heard his relentless pursuers, then hurriedly walked on, jumping at the slightest sound of a leaf crackling under his own foot. Look for the word choices and determine the tone and mood. Highlighted here is cautiously, relentless, hurriedly, jumping, slightest sound, and crackling. So what is the mood and the tone word? Gently smiling, the mother tenderly tucked the covers up around the child's neck and carefully, quietly left the room, making sure to leave a comforting ray of light shining through the open door should the child wake. Look at the word choices and determine the mood and tone. Gently smiling, tenderly, carefully, quietly, comforting are all clue words. Determine the mood and tone. The laughing wind skipped through the village, teasing trees until they danced with anger and cajoling the grass into fighting itself, blade slapping blade as the silly dog with golf ball eyes and flopping slobbery tongue bounded across the lawn. Determine the tone and mood. Look at the word choice. Laughing wind, skipped, teasing, danced, anger, cajoling, blade slapping blade, silly dog, golf ball eyes, flopping, slobbery, tongue bounded. What is the mood and tone? Now, take a minute to read this poem and tell me if you can determine the mood and the tone. Here's some clue words.